Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. So my hair looks crazy right now, but that is because I just got out of the shower and I haven't like blown drying it yet. So it's like just looking like a hot mess. But I am so excited for today's video, and by the title you guys can obviously tell what this video is going to be. So I got my hands on the new KVD Good Apple foundation. Like, this is the foundation that has been all over my For You page on TikTok. So many people are talking about it and I was so excited to try it out. There's like a ton of mixed reviews now. A lot of people are saying it's great. A lot of people are saying that it's not. So I'm really excited to see like if this is good, if it isn't good. So I was going to do a TikTok on it, but I was like, I want to do a wear test too. And I want to just like, I feel like this deserves like a YouTube video. So that's why I'm doing it as a YouTube video. So I'm really excited to test this out. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump into this foundation. I just went ahead and pinned my hair back. So this is what the packaging looks like. I got mine in the shade medium 027. This was the only shade that they had. I got mine on Ulta. So this is what the packaging looks like. Super beautiful. Love it. It might be, I think it might actually be a perfect match. It might be a little too pinky, but I mean, I was just so desperate to get this that I would have taken any shade. So that's the color right there. So I mean, it looks like it'll be pretty good. Our foundation is full coverage. It is like matte, but it does turn into kind of like a greasy mess from what people are saying. So I am going to go ahead and prime using my new e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer. I don't really know 100% how I feel about this primer yet, but I figured I would just try it with this foundation. Why not? I already have my moisturizer on. So just so you guys know, in case you guys are new here, I am more on the drier side, like normal to dry skin. I don't have oily skin, and I feel like the people that are talking about it like looking oily have oilier skin, but we will see. So I'm really excited. So I have seen people use it with a brush, so that is exactly how I'm going to apply it. I'm going to be using my Morphe E63 brush. And you apparently don't need too much, so I'm just gonna like let this like absorb quick. Take my brush and I'm gonna dip it in. All right. So that's what my brush looks like. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I haven't used, this is a cream foundation, obviously it's not a liquid. Never used a cream foundation before, so let's see. Okay, wow. So that matches pretty perfectly. Honestly, this looks really nice. Like, it's obviously like full coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. This is blending out really easily. What's left over on my brush and putting it on my forehead. See, I mean, it's not dry yet, obviously, but I could see why people could say that this becomes oily, because if you look at my skin, it's like really shiny. I'm gonna take my sponge, it has nothing on it, and I'm going to just go over this. I always like, so whenever I apply foundation with a brush, I always like to go over it with a sponge, because the sponge just takes away those brush strokes, and it also absorbs any like excess product that's lingering on the skin. So I honestly didn't think that I would like this foundation. Like, I wanted to try it because it was like viral, and I was like, I need to of course test it if everybody's talking about it, but I honestly did not think that I would like it. I was like, I probably won't wind up liking it, but so far my skin is looking good. I like that I'm going over it with the sponge, because I feel like it's taking away any extra products. I don't want to look cakey, and I've never used a cream foundation before, but this is full freaking coverage. I haven't used a foundation this full coverage in a while. This is my skin with nothing else on. What do you guys think so far? Do you guys think it looks good? I mean, I think it looks really nice. I'm just excited to see how it like pairs with everything else. I'm gonna go ahead and cream contour quick. I'm gonna use my LA Girl Pro contouring thing. This is actually just concealer, but this is what I'm using. So now I'm going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to be using the new Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy one. I have a new shade in this. I got the shade 205 Light Sand. So I'm just going to put a little bit like that. I saw a lot of people using it on TikTok, the foundation as a concealer. but I don't trust a cream, like a heavy cream underneath my eyes. It's just something about it doesn't like sit right with me, so that's why I'm using concealer. I'm sure I could have gotten away with using that as concealer, but I just prefer to use a regular concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff this out. I think it looks really good. Like this is like a full coverage look. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out any creases underneath my eye, and then I'm going to use my Kylie translucent setting powder to, you know, of course, set underneath my eyes. So I'm going to take some powder on my sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and just set like in my T-zone, and like in this area. This is where foundation tends to break up on me the most. This is where I'm just going to set. I don't typically like set my foundation all the time, but this one I'm definitely going to set because I want to see how it wears. I'm going to bring some warmth into my face. I'm going to use my Jaclyn Cosmetics Bronzer Duo. I've been obsessing over this. I just really like how this bronzer like goes on, and like I don't know, it's just like good bronzer. So I'm just going to use it to add a little bit of warmth. So for highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use my Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Golden Flower Crown. I really enjoy, oh, look at that. Such a beautiful highlight. I love this one so much. It's such a good, affordable one. And it just makes you look like you're glowing from within. And with that blush from that same Jaclyn palette. So far, I think everything is looking great. What are you guys thinking? Right now, I'm really liking how my skin looks. Like my pores don't look emphasized. It doesn't look drying. I'm really into it. Like I can kind of see what the hype is about. But the real answer is going to be later tonight after I've worn a mask today. And that's really going to be the real answer. Do you see how my hair just dries? Just like, it just dries like little, like these little curls like up here, and then nothing else curls, and it just looks like a hot mess. Like this is my natural hair like drying right now. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to use my Benefit the Porefessional Super Setter. I figured I'd use this one because a lot of people are saying that this becomes oily throughout the day and kind of like slips and slides, and this one isn't like mattifying, but is a long-lasting setting spray, and it kind of just conceals your pores. So that's why I'm using this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. Okay guys, so aside from my hair looking like a freaking hot mess, this is how my face is looking. What do you guys think? I think this honestly looks great, and my skin is looking gorgeous. Like my pores aren't emphasized, it doesn't look drying, everything is just kind of like concealed. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a mask. Like I know I have tried like my NARS foundation, I love it, but whenever I put it on, I feel my skin just like suck in, and I feel like I'm wearing like a corset on my face because of how heavy and how kind of like drying it is. But it is a really good foundation, the NARS one I'm talking about. But this, I feel like I'm not wearing a mask, and it just kind of like feels like my skin. Like it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a heavy foundation, even though like it went on like a heavy foundation. So yeah, this is what my skin is looking like. I'm going to go ahead and dry my hair, and then I will be back to show you guys how I look a little more put together, because I look like a hot mess and my hair is just like, the color of my hair is just looking awful right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, dry my hair, and then I will be back to show you guys what it looks like, and then we will go from there. So it's 12:45, so I probably put this foundation on at like 12:20-ish. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, dry my hair, and then I will be back, and then we will do this wear test. So hang tight. I just finished blowing out my hair, so it's around 110 right now, and I was looking at my skin while I was doing my blowout, and I think that it's looking really good. What do you guys think of my skin? Let me know. This is obviously a really full coverage look, so obviously not for every day, but I'm really excited to see how it wears. Like I said before, I do have dry to normal skin, so I'm interested to see how this looks throughout the day. So yeah, so I will see you guys probably in a few hours, and then we will check in throughout the day. Hey guys, so it is currently 5:34 p.m. and this is how my makeup is looking. And to be honest with you guys, I need a close-up mirror, hold on. It's looking really good. It hasn't like broken up around my face at all, and I was wearing a mask for about like 2 hours, and I also was in the park for like an hour just walking and like sweating like crazy, and my makeup still looks good. Like what do you guys think? Can you guys tell? I think it's still looking really, really good. I have no complaints, no separation, and considering I was wearing a mask, I think everything's going pretty good. So this is our like 5-hour check-in, so I will see you guys in a few hours. Guys, so it is currently, what time is it? 9:39 at night. I've had this foundation on since, I think like 12:30, so this is like a 8-hour wear test, like 9-hour wear test, and it looks, I mean, it looks pretty decent. It did break up like on my lip. I'll show you guys if you guys can see. So it broke up like a little like right over here, but I was rubbing my face a lot. Like I was laying on my couch, I was going like this a lot. Like once I'm home for the day, I kind of just like touch my face, and like if I'm itchy, I scratch it. So it did break up a little bit on my chin, but I mean, it's been on since like 12:30 this afternoon, and it held on pretty good. When I did my check-in a few hours ago, it was still looking flawless and good. And I mean, right now, it doesn't look bad. Like, I wouldn't be like, this is a bad foundation. It rubbed off all over here, but like I said, I go like this a lot. Like, my nose gets really, really itchy, especially when like I'm playing with my dog because its hair gets in my face. I'm always like going like this. But other than that, I mean, I think this is a good foundation. I mean, like I said before, I do have more normal to dry skin, so I don't have any like oiliness or anything like that. It is just more like normal to drier skin, and today it was just pretty like normal. I didn't really have any dry patches anywhere, and I think it lasted really good. I don't really have any complaints about it. It was lightweight in my opinion, considering it how like full coverage it was. It wasn't like suffocating, didn't really emphasize any texture that I had, and I just think it looked, I mean, I thought it looked flawless. And I was in the park for like an hour in the sun and sweating and wearing sunglasses, and I mean, it lasted, and now it's just kind of like looking a little rough, and that's only because I've been like rubbing like this area of my face, but like over here it looks good, over here is looking good, so I really have no complaints. I feel like this foundation does for sure live up to its hype. Like I said before, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I'm actually really happy that I do like it, because I've been wanting like a good cream foundation. I wanted to try a cream foundation for the longest, so I'm happy that I was able to try this, and I honestly like, I like it. I think it's a good foundation. I feel like if you have oily skin, you might have a little bit of an issue with it, because if you look like right here, like I am a little shiny, but like nothing overly shiny. But if I'm like shiny like this, then maybe somebody that has more oily skin than me would be a little bit more like shinier and stuff like that. That's all I have for you guys in this video. I give this foundation a big thumbs up. I think it was good, and considering I had it on for like 8 hours, like 9 hours, I think we're good. Let me know if you guys have tried this foundation, if you were interested in this foundation, if you've tried it, and what your thoughts are. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Please do not forget to go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video. Bye!